Hi there, I'm Michelle, and I'd like to welcome you back to our Caboodles Coloring Class 1. We are working on Colorless Blender Basics, and if you're following along with the class kit that you ordered from the Angel Company, this is the sheet that you'll want to refer to right here. We're going to be focusing on this top technique with the Colorless Blender. I'm going to be starting out with my BG01. I love these BG blues that we're going to be using. And I started just by coloring in the entire scarf on my little penguin. Okay, now I'm going to take my BG05 and I'm just going to add in some shading. And if you'll notice, I'm not really paying much attention to the flowers on the scarf. I'm just coloring the scarf in. Now I'm going to take my BG09 and I'm going to deepen that shading. Now I'm going to go back with my BG01 and I'm just going to blend until I've just got a nice blend. I could blend in circles like I'm doing here, or I could feather. If you want
it to be a little darker, remember with your Copics that you can always add color in. So just because I've done that doesn't mean I can't continue to add color. I can continue to drop some. This is my medium color, kind of going outside the lines there a little bit, but remember this is just a tutorial. This is on an exercise sheet, so don't feel like it has to be perfect. Okay. Now for this tutorial, because I want my ink to be dry, if I went ahead, I'm going to pull in my Colorless Blender. Now if I went ahead and touched this to it, it would be fine, but my ink is still wet from my scarf. So if I want to get the greatest contrast, I'm either going to wait till my ink dries, or if you're like me, you're going to pull out your heat tool and heat set that really quick. Now I'm going to take my Colorless Blender and I'm just going to dot, it's nice and juicy, I'm just going to dot inside each of the petals. And if I want to hold it down a little longer, I can. Or if I just want to touch it and get off of there, I can do that also. And then I'm going to continue to do all the flowers, and then I'm going to go back over them again. And I can go over them as many times as I like until I get a look that I'm satisfied with. And I think you might be able to see that starting to change there. Remember that this is your color. It says Colorless Blender, but it's really a color remover. So it's just removing the ink from those areas. Then always make sure you wipe your tip there so you don't, make sure you don't have any of that ink on when you move on to another color or another project. And then I can just continue to do that. And I could heat set it in between, and I'll continue to get more vibrant colors if I do that, or a more vibrant contrast actually. And that's all there is to removing color with your Colorless Blender and using it as a design tool.